If so, the television cameras will be hunting them.
Well, Edberg making the mistake there of just not using his feet well enough. And I think the reason for that is that he's not coming in with the usual sort of rapid thrust on the backhand as he normally does. He's respecting this man. But that was a big opportunity. 3 missed first serves by Henman, whose percentage is way down at 41%.
Oh, nice, coolly played. Sensible approach shot.
Well, I think Henman's got terrific hands. That is the ability to switch quickly from, say, a backhand to a forehand volley. And of course, it's quite a distinction, really. There are not too many young players that have it. You can talk about Philippoussis, but he doesn't have that capability.
Yeah. 4-3, Edberg leads, still the break, first set. It's a total contrast, of course, between the way these two will view the occasion. Yes, Edberg, of course, would feel a certain nostalgia, but he's the last person to get carried away with any situation emotionally. More, the point is that he's been in this sort of situation so many times before. For Henman, this is all a new experience. The world opening up before him. 4-3 first set with the break.
Yes, I think that was good, Jerry, and I think it could sort of be the situation where it's right for the old order to give way to the new. Particularly as they play similar games and they have therefore similar approaches to this game of tennis. Aggressive. If the ball's short, they like to give it a rap, they like to volley. In other words, they use the whole court. But this is crunch time, perhaps, for Edberg.
30-15.
Those nerves I was talking about earlier, this is where they're likely to appear in this game and perhaps the next, should Henman lose this, the next service game.
That surprised Edberg.
Surprised, and because it was in, and fortunately the umpires overruled very quickly, but it was inside the line actually.
It was just asking, just checking, and accepting it. And if he's who I think he is, he's going to forget about it. Yeah. 5-3 Edberg leads. First set.
Edberg leads 5-3.
I think this is where he's really got to be on his toes and serve a lot better than he did in his previous service game, where he didn't get one first serve in.
30 love.
Those are the shots that really aren't working as well for Edberg. He's almost giving them much more thought than he normally does.
Game
5-4. First set. Edberg is going to come out and serve for it.
A union of strength, a union of dedication, a union of sporting revolution as the world's top players cross borders, codes, and club colors to play in the most exciting club rugby season ever. Ford Maverick Rugby Union, Saturday at 2, Leicester v Bath, live on Sky Sports 1.
Happy families, happy friends. With BT's Friends and Family scheme, you save 10% on all the calls you make to the 5 people who mean most to you. You could choose Granny, and your mate Susan, John at college, and Uncle Dan in Sydney. And don't forget the old man on his mobile. Call 0800 05 55 55 now and get 10% off your 5 favourite numbers. It don't cost you a penny. You can't lose. Oh.
Sit behind the players, please.
You get in the Grand Slam Cup if you do well in the Grand Slams, and Henman's record in the Grand Slams this year have been beat Corder in the first round, the Australian lost to Bjorkman second round, lost the first round of the French, that was his one failure in the Grand Slams, to Goossens, the Belgian. Then at Wimbledon, well, you know about that, quarter-finalist, beat Kafelnikov and beat Luke Milligan and beat Gustafsson.
Love 15.
I think Henman's likely just to go for his shots. He's not likely to try and pick out the forehand volley. But if he has the option, that's not a bad side to play.
15 all.
Well, there's so much glare, I have to blink there, even though we're near the service court, was it?
No, I was just about to say after he'd served the first serve fault that he hasn't yet served a double, but I thought there might have been some criticism for inducing him to serve one.
30 all.
Well, Henman frustrated by himself there, should have made a return.
Yes, again, it's that kicker to the left court where Edberg can get more kick, and Henman's really got to loosen up, advance quickly to the ball.
Yeah.
13-14.
Henman can get back here. Edberg's game suddenly stuttering. Oof. Well, he has got back. You're a wily old owl, Frew. That is, if it doesn't offend old owls.
Yes, it's a fairly dismal game, really, by Edberg, and the danger is, and he knows it, and he's been playing as if he realizes the danger. is that this man can strike gold every now and again.
Fifteen love. For service. Ah! 15 all.
Couldn't be more even now. 5 all, 15 all. But this man's ahead psychologically.
Extraordinary. Edberg, who was so sure at the start and for the first 15 or 20 minutes, now all of a dither. Bothering in that last game he played, serving for the first set.
And that sharpness now is giving him a decided edge, because he can volley as Edberg. He's giving Edberg less time, and Edberg's just feeling a heaviness.
And Henman in front here for the first time, not exactly in the match because he was right after the first game, but significantly in front here. 36 minutes gone with the first set of this intriguing match between the player going out and the player coming in to the world class. Nothing yet proved decisively. Just a sudden bout of hesitancy by Edberg when he served for the first set. And so now he's got to hold his serve to stay in this first set, 5-6. Movement behind Henman in the president's box.
Just sometimes when you're ahead, serving first as Henman is, there's almost sort of fatalistic approach towards a tiebreaker.